Now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has convened a security cabinet meeting today to hold a vote on Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal. According to media reports, Prime Minister's office said the full cabinet will later convene to approve the deal, without specifying whether that vote will also be held on Friday or Saturday. Now, on Thursday, Prime Minister Netanyahu's office accused Hamas of backtracking on parts of the agreement to extort last-minute concessions and vowed to postpone the cabinet vote until the issues were addressed. At least two cabinet members have voiced opposition to the ceasefire, with far-right National Security Minister Itamar Gvir saying that him and his party colleagues will quit the government if it approved the deal.
With an abandoned agreement approved and implemented, we will deliver our letters of resignation to the Prime Minister, and the Otzma Yehudit party will not be part of the government, and we are resigning from it.
In addition to Ben-Gvir, far-right Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich has also opposed the truce, calling it a dangerous deal. Israelis supporting hard-right politicians blocked a highway in Jerusalem, denouncing the ceasefire agreement. They marched on a road junction, some with hands painted red. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken voiced confidence that the implementation of ceasefire will begin on Sunday.
On the ceasefire, yes, I am confident, and I fully expect that implementation will begin, as we said, on Sunday. Look, it's not exactly surprising that in a process, in a negotiation that has been this challenging and this fraught, you may get a loose end. We're tying up that loose end as we speak. I've been on the phone in one way or another all morning with Brett McGurk, with our Qatari friends, and I'm very confident that this is moving forward, and we'll see the start of implementation of the agreement on Sunday.
At a farewell news conference in Washington, D.C., Blinken's opening remarks were disrupted by two activists, with one of them shouting slogans. A pro-Palestinian journalist condemned Blinken's silence on Israel's ongoing genocide against Gaza's civilians. The journalist was carried out by security personnel after his repeated shouts.
The May 31st statement to block the ICJ orders. You blocked the ICJ orders.
Please, sir, respect the process. Thank you.
Oh, respect the process. Respect this process. While everybody from Amnesty International, to the ICJ, saying that Israel's doing genocide and extermination, and you're telling me to respect the process. Criminal! Why aren't you in The Hague? Why aren't you in The Hague? Why aren't you in The Hague?
In the press briefing, Antony Blinken defended Biden administration's policies on Israel's war with Hamas.
I think one of the lessons that we have to take away is that as resourceful and as powerful as we are, at the end of the day, we can't make decisions for others. They have to make them. They have to make hard choices. They have to take chances. We can do everything possible to push, to prod, to encourage, to support, but ultimately the decision lies with those most directly concerned. That's one thing.
Furthermore, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has said that the hostage ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas must be finalized before his inauguration on Monday. In a podcast interview, he said, "We changed the course of it and we changed it fast, and frankly, it better be done before I take the oath of office." The truce announced by mediators Qatar and the United States on Wednesday involves the exchange of Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners, after which the terms of a permanent end to the war will be finalized. Meanwhile, Gaza's civil defense agency said Israel pounded several areas of the territory after the deal was announced, killing at least 80 people and wounding hundreds. The Israeli military reported hitting about 50 targets across the territory over the past day. Turkey President Recep Tayyip Erdogan expressed concerns about Israel continuing its attacks on Gaza. He said the Israeli government must not be allowed to violate and exploit the ceasefire. On the other hand, Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels threatened to keep up their attacks if Israel did not respect and recently announced ceasefire. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report. Listen to this.
U.S. President-elect Donald Trump is urging for a swift finalization of the hostage ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, emphasizing that his involvement was instrumental in these negotiations. Now, the deal is expected to take effect on Sunday, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu earlier mentioned a quote-unquote last-minute crisis with Hamas. Trump has said that he's not looking for credit. He only wants to quote-unquote get these people out. Meanwhile, outgoing Secretary of State Antony Blinken defended the Biden administration's policies regarding Israel's war against Hamas and these negotiations, calling the ceasefire agreement quote-unquote a moment of historic possibility for the region. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World This One.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.